Bill Gates shifts tone on climate change, criticizes doomsday view, drawn mixed reaction. Rob, if you want to play this clip. So here's Bill Gates. Watch this. Go for it.
Climate is a super important problem. There's enough innovation here to avoid super bad outcomes. We won't achieve our best goal, the 1.5 or even the 2 degrees. And as we go about trying to minimize that, we have to frame it in terms of overall human welfare, not just everything should be solely for climate.
How much of your own view is a function of just contextually what's happening in the world versus what I think you've thought for a long time about the climate?
Well, if the aid budgets to poor countries were continuing to go up the way they did over the last 25 years, then the trade-offs between climate action and saving children's lives wouldn't be as acute as it is now that these budgets are going down, and going down quite a bit. And so the plea here is to say, okay, let's take that very limited money and not have some partitioned off for particular causes. Let's measure it all in terms of the human welfare. How do you help those countries?
Okay, so you have that. And then President Trump comes out and says, Rob, if you have that clip.
It's actually a tweet.
Yeah, he says, we just won the war on climate change. Bill Gates has finally admitted that he was completely wrong on the issue. It took courage to do so, and for that, we are grateful. So, okay.
What are you thinking, Pat?
I mean, listen, for me.
That's a huge, huge shift.
If you go, Rob, find old clips of Bill Gates talking about climate change.
Oh, my God.
There are some. There's even a clip from 2004, 2005, I believe, of him talking about depopulation is the biggest issue, that he did an interview with CNN, and CNN didn't bring it back up. This is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking there's a reason why they're not releasing the Epstein files. That's what I'm thinking. Because what were the chances of Bill Gates coming out and saying this? If I had you on Kalshi, okay, and I said to you a year ago, what are the chances that President Trump is going to get Bill Gates to come to the table sitting right next to Melania Trump, and Bill Gates is going to say, climate change is not an issue anymore? What would you have said a year and a half ago?
2%.
What would you have said, Tom? Be honest. What percentage would you have said?
I want to know what odds you were giving me, but I'd be like, no, this guy is sold out to that.
Yeah, exactly. Right? That's not going to happen. Okay.
Yeah.
So then why does it all of a sudden happen? Why is that? Maybe because he's sitting on so much intel that he is I'm convinced that's what Bongino and Kash Patel bought into. They said, who is the enemy, Dan? And he asked Dan. Dan gave him a list of people that are the enemy. If those are the enemies, and we know we have this on them, why release it? We'll be able to control them for the next 30 years. Wow. Isn't that what J. Edgar Hoover did with others? Isn't that what the mob did with J. Edgar Hoover? The mob knew what J. Edgar Hoover was doing, and they controlled them.
Cross-dressing. Right?
Yeah, they knew, and back then it was a big deal. Nowadays, you get a Purple Heart. It's a very different climate we're living in today versus then. So to me, the only way somebody this dramatically makes a 180, there has to be something they have on you. I don't think it's like, oh, you know what? I had dinner with the president. What a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know what you're saying about him. This guy's not as mean as you say.
Wait, what?
He is so sweet.
Bill?
No, Trump
Bill.
is the sweetest guy.
Yeah.
Bill,
Listen,
wait,
you don't wake
I'm
up and go,
telling you.
oh, wait a minute. There's a page 22 of this report.
Bill, something's changed in you.
Oh, that ain't so bad.
Yeah, no, man. I think these are the types of things that everybody is playing lower level management and podcasts and opinion. And then at the higher level, it's like, look, guys, if I ever make it to heaven, which I don't think I will, maybe I'll tell you all about it over a game of backgammon. And you finally realize, till then you will never know, son, because you're not at this level.
Yeah.
Just enjoy and panic and do whatever you're doing and watch all the fear porn while we run the world and run the country. And then one day, if you ever get a job like this, you'll know what this looks like. But these are some of the things they're going to have to do because these are some of the things the enemy does to you as well. I think that's what's going on here. That's my speculation.
Let me make sense of what you're saying. You're saying that they traded their political weight around the Epstein file to say, oh, let me dangle this here. You're playing chess, or you're playing checkers.
think it's a
We're
possibility.
playing chess over here. We need to come out there and basically deny everything you've been talking about for the last decade.
No,
Do you think the president loves kids?
yes.
Do you think he loves his grandkids?
Yes.
Do you think he sincerely is a good father and a good
Yes.
grandfather? Yes. Do you think he can't stand what Epstein and those guys did?
100%.
Okay, so if you think he's that and he knows this has already happened and these people are grown, he feels bad for him, but his way of making sure the country and the world stays sane is by using this.
So,
Pure speculation.
So
I don't know.
I actually think that is an incredible take, and you're going 5 layers deep. And I think that's actually, I said that the speech that Trump gave at the UN, which I called probably one of the greatest speeches
Yeah.
that we've had.
Yeah.
Which we had some. He talked about the mass migration. You're talking about how Europe is crumbling. Talked about the threats of China and the rise of anti-Semitism and everything's going to Israel. But then the linchpin was the climate change denial. Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. He's like, enough's enough here. He talked about that in his speech. So in my opinion, it's been the little boy who cried climate change. And you talked about the kids. What it's done to Gen Z, the most anxious, depressed, just on edge, on the phone, climate change consumed generation we've ever had. The amount of people like Saint Greta of climate change made her name on climate change, and now she's the poster child for Palestinian liberation. Does she even talk about climate change at this point? So I don't think we understand how big of a deal this is. The fact that Bill Gates came out there and said, stop it with this doomsday view of climate change is a massive
Here's the
piece of
face.
news.
Did you hear what Kamala said? I don't want to go into it back. On that same interview, Robbie, she
the
did,
youth and climate
She
anxiety?
said climate crisis and the climate anxiety among young people, the United States should lower the voting age to 16 years old. She said it. She goes, I think we should reduce voting to 16. They've only known the climate crisis. They missed substantial part of their education because of the pandemic. They coined the term climate anxiety to describe fear, if not only being able to buy a home, but that fear will be wiped out by extreme weather, but fear of
You know what
having
we
children.
almost had? Welcome to Kamala Harris's cabinet
this it?
meeting. Two drink minimum.
Which one is this?
This is it, Pat. This is the climate anxiety.
Go ahead, Rob.
Should reduce voting age to 16. I'll tell you why.
Wow, go ahead.
So, Gen Z, they're age about 13 through 27. They've only known the climate crisis.
God.
See, I'm
They
so sorry.
missed
I apologize.
substantial parts of their education because of the
I'm
pandemic.
so sorry.
Really,
If they're in high school
Tragic
or
listening to
college, especially in college, it is very likely that whatever they've chosen as their major for study may not result in an affordable wage.
What?
They've coined the term
Look at him.
climate anxiety to describe fear of not only being able to buy a home, but that fear will be wiped out by extreme weather, but fear of having children.
What is, she doesn't even have any.
It is expected that Gen Z will have 10 to 12 jobs in their lifetime. They are a
So
larger
everybody-
number than boomers. They're a specific generation.
Yeah,
of
I'm
people
sorry.
who are going to-
Anybody?
but
Could you imagine listening to that every day for the next 4 years?
By the way, we almost had it.
We almost
That's
did.
what you call.
That's how fragile America is.
That's what you call. If appropriate name would be. Trying to think.
For who she is?
I think
Rob.
she could have a good name called Kamala Jeremy.
Kamala
because
what?
she is Kamala Jeremy. Because
Jeremy?
she is Kamala Jeremy, last name Jeremy, because she's like the fear porn master right now.
Jeremy. Jeremy?
No, I'm just saying it's like
Jeremy.
Oh, like Ron Jeremy?
Ron. Jeremy.
how much fear porn.
Oh, she's pumping it.
I think we need to lower the age.
This is part of the
9 years
issue.
old.
Why?
Because if you don't know what these 9-year-olds are going through, and you know what, to be honest with you, with the current advancement of technology, why shouldn't we allow dead people to vote? We should allow dead people to vote. It is their right. Nowadays,
Well, they do in
technology
Chicago.
is allowing you to live beyond being death. And if we know how they voted, we should allow them to continue voting. You're freaking kidding me with some of the stuff you're saying? Again, please continue to spew out stuff like this. That guy who's interviewing her, he's very good at doing interviews. What's his name?
Bartlett?
I want to respect the guy because he's so good at what he's doing with the
Diary of a
interviews.
CEO?
Yeah, he's so good at doing the interviews, and He's relatively fair.
He's very friendly.
But you
and fair.
know deep down inside as a capitalist, he knows he's sitting there saying, I cannot believe this lady is saying this kind of stuff.
man.
He knows. He's not a dummy. He knows, like, I don't know if I agree with the stuff that she
don't
said.
know.
You think he agrees that a 16-year-old should vote?
I think he's like a comfortable place for a softball interview. He's not going to really push back. He's there to, enjoy the conversation.
Yeah.
He's not.
But he's asking.
Have you ever seen him do one clip where he's like, "Nah, I don't think so, bro"? One clip, not one.
No, that's not his style. though.
I'm
That's not
saying
his conversation
he's a
guy.
safe
He's
space.
a safe space,
He's
yeah.
a definition of a safe space.
He's a safe
which is
space.
nice.
Yeah.
That's great. People need that.
But I do think there still has to be a logic there. And I think as a logical thinker, he has to independently afterwards go in and say, this is a little crazy. But go ahead. What were you going to tell us with your
Well,
head
I don't know if
today?
you saw what Trump basically came out and he just did a. Rob, I sent you that picture of what Trump came out regarding. I thumbed it up on the chat.
He's like the Trevor Noah of podcast. That guy.
He really is.
Just that guy.
He really is. This is what Trump came out and said had to do with climate change with Kamala. He's basically just said, listen, if you could just start making some stuff up, I got you too, buddy. Climate change is caused by DEI. But we've been sold a bill of goods. Peppity, how many years ago we used to have climate change debates on Peabody Podcast? We had multiple people come on. Someone wrote a book about it. And the world is supposed to be over by now.
Well, what's
Look
her
at us
name?
now.
AOC said how many years?
12
AOC?
years,
We're getting
12
there.
years.
We're getting
Yeah.
there. I can't wait for
Yeah,
that.
It
So
just goes to
anyways-
show, and when Bill Gates is coming out there saying pump the brakes, everyone should take note. But meanwhile, they've completely hijacked the Democratic Party. Look how massive a concern this is on the left versus on the right.
It's great. Keep it like that.
Who prioritizes climate, abortion, and gun violence?
Look at securing the border. Look at the priority of the left on securing the border.
Yes.
What's 76 plus 17? Is that 93?
Yep.
76 plus 17 is 93. That means to them, it's only 7% the issue. No problem.
Whatever.
No problem.
No. Sir, that's a third-party candidate. Security of the border, they're non-existent in the blue. The 17
I know.
is the gray.
No. Brother, what is 76 plus 17?
Oh, I see what you're saying here. You're basically saying it's
93.
nothing. 7%.
The blue is only 7% of the issue.
So they're not
Now,
even concerned with
They
Guys,
don't
can
care.
you
border.
please send Adam
Crazy.
a Udemy gift certificate for basic math?
Exactly.
Listen,
So,
guys.
okay, let me continue.
The PBD, my
Just
job is to
parting
make the
shot here,
money and
parting
not to
shot.
count
Stop
the
it.
pennies.
Remember, once upon a time it was called global warming. Then
Yeah.
they changed it to climate change because
Yes.
some of the data didn't line up. Now it's maybe never even happened.
You know what is scary to most people? Planning. Most people are afraid of planning. Most people are afraid of sitting there and saying, oh my God, you want me to plan for next year? But you know who's not scared of planning? I want to introduce you to this guy who was looking for a business plan to fall out of the sky for him. And it didn't happen. But he made a decision to put on his calendar on December 12th to spend an entire day with somebody. Go ahead and play this clip. Watch this fellow here. Good-looking guy, minding his
watch.
own business.
The best-looking guy.
Hey, Vinny.
What's up, Pat?
What are you doing?
Waiting.
Waiting for what?
Business plan.
To come from Scott.
That's what people told me. It works
How it works?
Worked for Newton.
That's not how it works. On December 12th, I host an event called the Business Planning Workshop, where we go through this entire manual together on how to write a business plan based on 12 building blocks.
Okay.
All you have to do is click on a link below.
Okay.
Get registered. December 12th, we'll be together all day.
All right. So can we go eat right now? Because I've been
Yeah,
here for
let's
4
go.
hours waiting like
Waiting
an
for the
idiot.
sky.
Idiot.
I mean, he even made me look up the second time to see if it was going to fall or not. But it's not falling. For some of you guys, I got big plans for 2026. December 12th, come join us. Rob, can we please put the link below everywhere so people can see it? For those of you guys that are listening to it in audio, it's bpw.bedavidconsulting.com. Join us December 12th together to write up your business plan for 2026. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.